Hi students, welcome to Destination Technologies. Now we will start with something called as pattern programs. One of the frequently asked programs in many company interviews. Now for many students they will be wondering, sir, what is that sir? Pattern programs means what sir? Pattern program means something like this. They will ask you to write a program to design this pattern or this pattern should be the output of this program. See here. So write a program to print this kind of pattern. What is this pattern, sir? Right angle triangle. That pattern output should be given by executing your program. They may also ask to write a program to display something like this. This is the pattern that they may expect. Instead of displaying in the form of stars, you want to display in the form of numbers. Or they may also ask you to display inverted triangle pattern like this. Inverted means ulta, like this, or pattern something like this. Or they may also ask pattern to display square like this. They may also ask you to display a pattern, maybe rectangle also. Like this. Okay, sir, how come we will get to know whether this is square, this is rectangle? Very simple. Number of rows and number of columns, if it is same, then it is square. If it is not same, it is rectangle. See here, how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. How many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. So rows and columns count are same, hence this is square. Look at here, how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number of rows and number of columns count is not same, hence it is rectangle. They may also ask question to display parallelogram like this. Like this. See here, this is a parallelogram tilted towards right. They may also ask question to display a parallelogram tilted towards left. Like this. देखो इधर ऐसे. Not only that, they may also ask to display equilateral triangle pattern, frequently asked program like this. Like this. Maybe one of the interviewer may also ask, no, I don't want stars, numbers I want like this, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 like this. Like that also they will ask the question. Or they want inverted equilateral triangle like this. Like this. The same thing they may ask you in the form of number also. Not only that, they may ask to display rhombus or diamond like this. They want one pattern which display diamond. See here, this looks something like this, rhombus or diamond. The same thing they may ask you to write in the form of a numbers like this: 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then again 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9, 8, 6 or 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 9, 8, 7, 9 like this. They may also ask to display house. Sir, house? Yes. House also they will ask you to display. Chota house. Like this. Like this. Not only that, they may also ask you to display hollow triangle, something like this. Hollow matlab like this. Everything should be in the form of stars. But inside it should be empty. Something like this. See here? Here it is solid. So I will be removing all these things. Then only outside stars I will be displaying. That is only called as hollow triangle. Like that, hollow triangles also they may ask. Not only that, they may ask question to display characters. A character you display, D character you display, something like this. These are all the different kind of pattern that you may expect in the interviews. I know for many students it is a nightmare. Sir, how to write, sir? Can we write, sir? Yes. Today I am going to teach you the shortcut techniques for these pattern designing programs. Everyone at the end of this session, maybe once I complete this pattern programming session, everyone will be able to write the pattern programs. In fact, you will be asking the question to the interviewer, hey, which program you want? Tell me which pattern you want. House, rectangle, square, hollow triangle, which one you want, like that. But you should not ask those kind of questions actually. I'm going to teach you the shortcut technique. And these programs we will be writing in Java programming language. By the moment I tell, sir, Java programming language. How come, sir? I'm an EC student. I'm an electrical student. I'm a non-CSIS student. I don't know what is Java only. Can we really able to write the Java programs? 100% you can be writing the Java programs in a very simple way. In fact, today, maybe I'm going to play one movie. In that movie, I will showcase you that even in that movie, Java programming is there actually. I will teach you, don't worry. Java is very simple. If you can understand English, then I will teach you how to write these kind of programs. Anyway, just have a look at this. Now, my requirement is you should write one program such that after executing the program, my output should be star. So in the monitor, star should be displayed as an output. Many students will be wondering, sir, such a build-up you gave that we will display equilateral triangle pattern, number it seems, rhombus it seems, square it seems. So many build-up you gave, and now you are telling one star we should display like that. Such a simple program you are telling, no, sir. Yes, from this simple program, we will build a complex program. Anyway, going ahead, you will get to know. Now, in order to satisfy this requirement, I will write the program in C language because C language is known for all the students. Irrespective of the branches in the first semester, everyone have learned the C language, and I don't know whether you know this fact. Do you know when C language is introduced? It is introduced in 1970s. Old language, but still we are using that language. Now I will write that program. Everyone knows the first three lines in the C language. What is the first three lines in the C language? Hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h, void main, one open brace. After that, we don't know what to write. The same thing I will be writing, but I will not write that hash include and all those things. Simply, I will write void main like this. And tell me which is the function used to print anything in the monitor in the C language? Printf. So I will tell printf. What to print? Star to print. One star you should display, it seems. This is my C program. Everyone knows this program actually. It is a very simple program, but let me explain how this program get executed. Any program to get executed, let it be a C program or a C++ or a Java program, for them one person should help. If you ask me, sir, who is that person? That person is only called as OS, operating system. Operating system is the one who helps any program to get executed. Okay, sir, how we will help, sir, to execute any program? So whenever you want to execute any program, our operating system will transfer one control, and that control is always given to one fellow by name called as main. So your operating system is designed in such a way that always that control is given to only one fellow by name called as what? Main. Now the control is given from OS to the main. Now the control will come inside this main function. And your control will see printf. Now your control will ask printf, you want to print something, right? Print that in the monitor like that. So now immediately the monitor star gets printed. After that, nothing is there in the next line and the control is given back to whom? OS. This is how a simple C program gets executed. Now the same program I will convert into Java. Look at the steps that I follow in order to convert the same program into Java. Pay attention. First, I will just erase all these things. I will just keep the C program as it is like this. Now, it is a rule in Java that whatever program or whatever lines of code you write, you should keep inside one fellow called as class. It is a rule. Whatever lines of code that you write, it should be always kept inside one fellow called as what? Class. Like how you people have name. Similarly, for all the class, one name should be given. Whatever name you want, you can give. I will just give the name as demo. Sir, can I keep my girlfriend name? Any name you can keep it. That's not a problem. I repeat, whatever the lines of code that you write, that entire lines of code, if you are writing in Java, that entire lines of code should be present inside a class and every class should have a unique name. Oh, okay, sir. Next what, sir? Now, tell me which is the function used in C language to print anything on the monitor? Printf. Similarly, in C++, cout. Similarly, in Java, there is one fellow who helps to print something on the monitor. If you ask me, sir, who is that fellow? That fellow name is called as system dot out dot println. He is the person who is used to print something on the monitor. Printf in C language, cout in C++, system.out.println in Java programming language. Okay, sir, now can I execute? Now let me see if I execute what will happen. As I already told, any program to get executed, it should require one person's help by name called as what? OS. And OS is designed in such a way, always the control will be given to one fellow by name called as what? Main. Now the OS will try to give the control to the main, but unfortunately, OS can't see the main method. What are you telling, sir? Why OS can't see the main method? Main method is here only. We are able to see it. Yes, you are able to see because you have eyes. But operating system cannot see that main method. Okay, sir, why operating system is not able to see the main method? Why operating system is not able to see the main method? Because you have kept main method inside a class. See here, this main method is kept inside this particular class. That's the reason your OS is not able to see this main method. Oh, is it, sir? What to do, sir? What to do means, sir? Many students will tell, sir, you do one thing. You just remove this, sir. You just remove this. Now, happily, OS can see the main method. Problem is solved. But just now I told you it is a rule in Java that whatever you write, it should be kept inside what? Class. Oh, okay, sir. Then put it, sir. Class. Name of the class, I will give it as demo. This is the opening of the class. This is the closure of the class. Now, Java is happy. But OS is not happy because OS is not able to see which method? Main method. Oh, what to do? Sir, you remove it. Is it a game? Removing, putting and all. Now both OS and Java went to God. God asked, hey, why you people came to me like that? OS told, God, I have a problem like that. What is your problem? See, God, whenever any program to get executed, I should transfer the control and I will transfer the control only to one fellow by name called as main. But this Java has put that main inside a class. How can I access? How can I see him? Please tell me like that. Immediately God asked to Java, hey Java, why did you do like that? Java told, God, what to do? It is my nature, it is my rule like that. Then God asked for OS. Tell me, OS, what you should do really? God, I should see the main method. So immediately God told to the main method, from today onwards, you become public like that. By the moment I attach this word public to main method, immediately now your OS can see which method? Main method. But still one problem existing. What is that problem, sir? OS can see the main method, but OS can't access the main method. Sir, confusing, sir. What, sir? You can see it seems, but you can't access it seems. If I want to give an example, assume when you go to the jewelry shop, all the jewelries are visible to you. Yes, yes, sir. All the jewelries I can see. Can you access all of them? Oh, no, sir. That is a problem. Don't take me in another way. You should take all the examples in a positive way. In a classroom, can you see all girls? Yes, in a classroom, I can see all girls, sir. No issues for me. Can you access them? No, that is not possible. Same problem here also. OS can see main method. How did it see main method? By making the main method as public. But OS can't touch or access. Again, OS asked God, God, what is this God? I can see, but I'm not able to access it like that. Then immediately God told to main method that main method, from today onwards, you also become static like that. So in order to see main method by OS, main method is made as public. In order to access main method by OS, main method is made as what? Static. Now OS can see also, OS can access also. Now your OS will transfer the control to whom? Main method. Now we can see, he can access. So it will give the control to the main method. Now the control will come inside the main method. So here system.out.println duty is to print something on the monitor. Now when the monitor star gets printed, no other lines, and from here the control will be given back to whom? OS, like this. But one extra small fitting that you want to write inside the main is something called as string of args like that. This one extra fitting you should be writing. So this is only your simple Java program. Am I completely clear? Whatever you write, it should be present inside a class. For every class, there should be a name, and for main method to be accessed by OS, made as public. For visible public, in order to access it is made as what? Static. And simply you write here it as string of args. And if you want to print anything in Java, then we will use system.out.println. Any confusions? Now when I execute this program, my output will be what? Star. Hope no issues. Just have a look at this program.
So it is important for each one of you to have Java installed in your computers. The only reason is because Java, if you understand, it is being used by 3 million devices. 3 million devices are running on Java. So as an aspiring job aspirant, as an aspiring software engineer, it is important for you to learn Java and to practice Java. So I do understand most of you may not have Java installed in your computers. So this is going to redirect you to an YouTube video, which is hardly 25-30 minutes, where in the 25-30 minutes, we have explained you how you will have to install Java and also install Edit Plus so that you can execute your program. So we expect each one of you to install Java softwares in your laptops or in your desktops and practice these codes. So whatever the program that I have written, now I'm going to compile and execute the code. Once if I compile this code, there is no problem. And if I execute this code, this is the output which I'm going to get, which is a star. And you need not worry about this particular line because this is an default line which will be generated by our executing compiler.
Now my requirement is to print 5 stars like this. This is the output that I am expecting. So I want 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star and 5 stars. Again, many of them will think, sir, such a simple program, sir. This also, if I tell system.out.println star, 1 star I will get it. Now how many stars you want, sir? 5 stars. Simple. 5 times you write it. System dot out dot println, it will display second star. System dot out dot println, it will display the third star. System dot out dot println, fourth star it will display. System dot out dot println, fifth star it will display. Closure of the main method, closure of the class. Now when I execute, you know how the execution happens. OS will give the control to the main method. Now the control will come inside system.out.println. It will display the first star, next the second star, third star, fourth star, fifth star. Again, the control is given back to OS actually. So this will be the output. Now I will just execute and I will show you the output. Have a look at it.
So here is the same program. If I compile my code, there is no problem. If I execute, I have got 5 stars.
Did you see the output? Are you happy? But I am not happy because this is not the style of writing the program. Why, sir? I have written the program and I got 5 stars. That was your requirement. Yes. Just count how many lines of code you have written in order to display that output. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lines you have written. And you got the output 5 stars. Assume if I want to display 10 stars, then how many lines of code you will be writing? Sir, obviously, maybe 10 times I will be writing system.out.println star, system.out.println star, system.out.println star. Like that 10 times I will write. Obviously, my code size will be something 15 or 16, sir. Okay. Assume you want to print 100 stars. Then what? How many lines of code you will be writing? 100 plus, sir. Because 100 times I will be writing system.out.println star, system.out.println star, like that. Assume if you want to display 1000 stars or 1 lakh stars, then how many lines of code you will be writing? What you will be keep on writing? System.out.println star, system.out.println star. Some students may argue, sir, I will not type, sir, I will copy paste like that. How many times you will copy paste? And how do you check that count correctly? 1 lakh times only it has been repeated like that. This is not the way to write the program. In fact, what companies are expecting from you people is to write such programs which are called as optimized programs. Oh, what is this, sir? Optimized means what program, sir? Optimized programs are such programs that your program should be having minimum number of lines or less lines it should be having, and in less execution time your program should get executed. Such programs are only called as optimized programs. I repeat, whatever programs that you write, it should have minimal number of lines of code and it should get executed in less execution time. Such programs are only called as what? Optimized programs. If I want to give one more example, assume I want to travel from Bangalore to Hyderabad via road. The best route is from Bangalore, you go to Chikbalapur, from Chikbalapur you go to Anantapur, from Anantapur you go to Kurnool, from Kurnool you go to Hyderabad. Don't worry if you don't know the names of these places also, don't worry, I'm just giving an example. That is the best route. Maybe in 10 to 12 hours you will reach the destination. Maybe I can travel in another road also. From Bangalore, I may come to Kolar. From Kolar, I will come to maybe Tirupati. From Tirupati, I will come to Vijayawada. From Vijayawada, I will go to Hyderabad. Maybe the route length is much more higher. It will take maybe 15-20 hours. Maybe from Bangalore, I will go to Calcutta. From Calcutta, I will go to New Delhi. From New Delhi, I will come to Chandigarh. From Chandigarh, I will go to Hyderabad, like that. Maybe it will take several weeks for you people to travel actually. So these 3 routes I have told, right? Which is the best route to travel? Sir, the first route that you told, in 9 hours we can reach the destination, or 9 to 10 hours we can reach the destination, sir. That is the best route. That route is only called as optimized route. That route only is called as optimized route. Whenever a boyfriend wants to propose a girlfriend, there are so many ways. But he will always search for an optimized way so that in less time his job should be done actually. That is only called as optimization. So programming wise, if you ask me what is optimized programs, in less execution time, my output should be coming. In minimum number of lines of code, as minimum that is possible, I should be able to write the program. Okay, sir, how to convert this program into an optimized program, sir? Very simple, pay attention. Now look at this program carefully. System.out.println star, system.out.println star, system.out.println star, system.out.println star. Same thing is repeated multiple times. This is one of the shortcut that you should remember in the programming. Whenever same lines is repeated multiple times, or whenever the same task is repeated for multiple times. See here, this line is also printing star, this line is also printing star. This line is also printing same star. This line is also printing star. This line is also printing star. So whenever same line is repeated multiple times, or whenever same task is repeated multiple times, don't have multiple copies. Have only one copy, like this. Now I will do like this. Instead of having multiple lines, same lines, I will have only one copy. So instead of having multiple lines, only one line I will keep it like this. So instead of having multiple lines, only one line or one copy I will keep it. Whatever that one copy is present, that I will put it inside one fellow called as for loop like this. Always remember when to use for loop. Very simple. Whenever same lines of code is repeated multiple times, or whenever same task you are doing multiple times, then have only one copy. That copy you put it inside what? For loop. Now inside this for loop, I will write like this: int one variable called as I will tell I equal to 1, means start printing the first star. See here, start printing the first star. How many stars you want? 5 stars I want to display. Hence, I will tell I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus, like this I will tell. Many students, if I ask you to read this line, sir, very simple. For int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus, like that. You should not read like that. Start printing the first star. Start printing the first star. See here, start printing the first star. How many stars? 5 stars. 5 stars. One by one star you display. Start printing the first star till 5 star. One by one star you display like that. Technically speaking, whatever you have written, this I equal to 1, we call it as initialization. And I less than or equal to 5, whatever you have written in the middle, that is only called as condition, and the last part will be always incrementation or decrementation. Plus plus means incrementation, minus minus means decrementation. So here I have told plus plus, hence it is incrementation. For loop consists of 3 parts: initialization, condition, incrementation actually. Okay sir, how this for loop will work? For loop will work something like this. So this is the flow chart of the for loop. First, initialization will be taken care. After the initialization, it will check the condition. It will check the condition. This condition may be either false. This condition may be either true. If the condition is false, then it will stop executing the for loop and the control will come outside the for loop actually. If the condition is true, then whatever the statements present inside the for loop, it will execute. See here. If the condition becomes true, whatever the statement present inside the for loop, it will execute. After executing all the lines in the for loop, after executing the last line in the for loop, again the control will go back and check the condition. But before the control is given back to the condition, either it will do increment or what? Decrement. Now see here, now after executing all lines in this for loop, this is the last line in the for loop. Once the control is given back checking the condition, before checking the condition, either it will do the increment or decrement based on what you have written. So in this program, it is what? Incrementation. Okay, sir, can you trace this and show how this works? I will trace, pay attention. Now, as normal, your OS will give the control to the main method. Now the control came inside. Now the control has come inside. Now it is for loop. Tell me how the for loop will work. First, initialization will execute. Which is initialization? This is initialization. So I am creating one variable I. I can hold what type of values? Integer values. And what is the value that you are storing? 1. So initially my I value will be 1. So initialization part is executed. Next it will go and check what? Condition. Now I am checking the condition. I less than or equal to 5. What is I value? 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 5? Yes. 1 is less than or equal to 5. So condition becomes true. Once the condition becomes true, the control will come inside the for loop. The control will come inside the for loop, execute all the statements. Now tell me how many statements are there inside? Only one. So system.out.println, it will print what? Star. It will print star. After executing all the lines in the for loop, again it will go back and check what? Condition. So this is the last line. It will go back and check what? Condition. But remember, before going back and checking the condition, what it will do? Either increment or decrement depending on what program you have written. Tell me in my program what I have written? Increment. So it will get incremented. Incremented of which value? I value. I plus plus means I value will change from 1 to what? 2. Always remember plus plus means whatever the existing value plus 1 will be added. Now we know what is the value that I had? 1. So if I add plus 1 to that, 1 plus 1, 2 it will become. Now again I am checking the condition. Again I am checking the condition. I value becomes how much? 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 5? Yes. Again come inside. Since the condition is true, execute all the statements. Execute all the statement. Only one statement I have. System.out.println. I will print what? Star. Again executing all the statements. Go back and check the condition. Go back and check the condition. Before checking the condition, what you should do? Increment. Now I becomes 3. Is 3 less than or equal to 5? Yes. Again come inside. System.out.println, print what? Star. Again go back and check the condition. Before checking the condition, what you should do? Increment. I becomes 4. Is 4 less than or equal to 5? Yes. Come inside. System.out.println, print what? Star. Again go back and check the condition. Before checking the condition, you should increment. From 4 it will become what? 5. Is 5 less than or equal to 5? Yes. Come inside. So print the star. Again go back. Now tell me, when you are going back, you should increment. 5 becomes how much? 6. Is 6 less than or equal to 5? No. 6 is not less than or equal to 5. Whenever your condition becomes false, control will come outside the for loop. It will not execute the for loop. So now the condition is false. Hence the control will not enter inside the for loop. It will come outside the for loop. Once it came outside the for loop, tell me any other lines are there? No. And from here the control is given back to OS. Now tell me, how many stars you wanted to print? 5 stars. 5 stars printed. So how to read this? Don't read int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus like that. Start printing the first star. Start printing the first star. Till how many stars? 5 stars. One by one. Tell me, when I was tracing, did all 5 stars display at a time? In the board? In the board I am asking. No. First I have written this star. Next this star. Next this star. Means one by one I was writing. That is this value. So start displaying the first star till 5 star. One by one you display like that. Now little common sense you use and tell me. Just in case if I want to display 10 stars, then what change I should make here? Sir, very simple. Start displaying first star till how many star? 10 star. So 5 should be replaced with what? 10. I want to display 100 stars. Then tell me what change I should do? Very simple, sir. Start displaying 1 star till 100 stars. So 5 should be replaced with 100. I want to display 10 lakh stars. Very simple, sir. 5 you replace with what? 10 lakh. Just imagine, in the previous program, if I want to write a program for displaying 10 lakh stars, just imagine how many lines you would have written and typed. But here, it is very simple. This is only optimized program. In minimal lines of code, in less time, your output will be obtained. Now, did everyone got to know how the for loop will be working? Any confusions? So, one more information that I want to tell you people is, anyway, all the programs will be giving in the PDF copy also. But just in case, if you want to copy these programs manually, then certainly you can pause it and you can just copy all of this. Just go through the program.
So here is the same program which I have written using the for loop. Let me save the code. If I compile, there is no problem. If I execute, I have got the same output.
Now, my next requirement is to display 5 stars, but all the 5 stars should be there in the same row. In the previous program, I was displayed 5 star, but all the 5 stars were there in a different row. See here, this is one row, this is one row, this is one row, this is one row, this is one row. In different rows, I have displayed star. But in this program, my output should be like this. 5 stars I should display, but all the 5 stars should be there in the same row. Oh, how to do that, sir? Very simple. One small change if you make in this program, this will be your output. But what is that change? Before me telling that, you should understand how println will work in Java. As normal, when I execute, you know, the control is given to the main method. The control will come inside the main method. Now, first part, the initialization will get executed. So, I value becomes how much? 1. Next, it will check the condition. So, I value is 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 5? Yes. It will come inside and it will print star. Always remember, whenever you use println, after displaying, immediately the cursor will go to the next line. I will show you. When I execute, I will show you that cursor. One blinking cursor will be there. So whenever you use println, whatever it want to print, after printing that, the cursor will go to the next line actually. Oh, next what, sir? Next again, you know, incrementation will happen. So I value will change from 1 to what? 2. After that, again, come back and check the condition. Is 2 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. So system.out.println, what you should print? Star. Since the cursor is here, in this line, the star gets printed. After displaying, immediately the cursor will go to what? Next line. After that, again increment, I becomes 3. 3 less than or equal to 5. Yes, come inside. Again display star. So cursor is here. It will display star. After displaying, since you are using println, the cursor will go to what? Next line. Like that, totally how many stars will get displayed? 5 stars will get displayed. Tell me, after displaying the fifth star, the control will be in the same line or it will go to the next line? The cursor will go to what? The next line. So that is the beauty of println. So println will make the cursor to move to what? Next line after displaying whatever you want to display. But I don't want to do like that. I want all the stars should be present in the same row. How to do that, sir? Very simple. Instead of println, I should just tell print like that. That's all. System.out.print like that. And whatever you want to display as it is, you put inside the double quotes. Okay, sir, how this will work? As normal, I'm executing the for loop. Initially, I value becomes how much? 1. So your I value is 1. Next, it will check the condition. Is 1 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. System.out.print. Now pay attention how it works. System.out.println or system.out.print. Both of them will print only. What it will print? Star it will print. Since you have written print, the cursor will not go to the next line. Rather, the cursor will be in the same line like this. Now again, increment, I value will change from 1 to 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. System.out.print, it will print. What to print? Star. Cursor is here. Here star gets printed. Cursor will not go to the next line because you have used print. Cursor will be in the same line like this. Now after that, increment, I value becomes 3. Is 3 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. System.out.print, println or print, both of them are used to print only. So it will print star. Since cursor is here, star gets printed here and cursor will go to next line or same line. It will be in the same line. Again increment, I becomes 4. Is 4 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. Print star. Again increment, 4 becomes 5. Is 5 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. Print star. Tell me, after displaying this star, control will go to the next line or in the same line? Cursor will be in the same line. Increment, 5 becomes 6. Is 6 less than or equal to 5? No, condition fails, control will come outside. Tell me, after displaying 5 star, is the cursor present in the same line or it has come to the next line? It is in the same line. That is the beauty of print. So this is an interview question. What is the difference between println and print? Println always move the cursor to next line, whereas print makes the cursor to be present in what? Same line after displaying the output. Am I completely clear? Now the same thing I will execute and I will show it to you people so that you will have a better clarity. Just go through this program.
So this happens to be the previous program where I now want to demonstrate the execution of println method. Now if I compile the code, there is no problem. If I execute the code, you can see here all the stars are printed. Once after printing all the stars, my compiler is saying me press any key to continue, but what I'm interested in is this blinking cursor. It had moved to the next line, which means the println method will print some value, come to the next line, print some value and come to the next line. So in the same way, it has printed this value and the control has come to the next line. You can see here the cursor is blinking here. So just in case if I say, the same program, if I change it by writing it as print instead of writing it as println, if I save my code and if I compile my code, there is no problem in compilation. Now if I execute it, once if I execute it, you can see here 5 stars are printed. This line is also printed in the same line and cursor is blinking in the same line, which means the control has not come to the next line, rather the control is there in the same line. So I hope you have got the difference between print and println method.
Now my next requirement is you want to display 5 star 5 times in the same row. Previous program, we were able to display 5 stars in the same row. But small modification, I want 5 stars 5 times it should display, it seems. And everything should be there in the same row. What does it mean, sir? Like this. See here, 5 star for the first time it is. Similarly, 5 star for the second time. This is first time, this is second time. 5 star third time, 5 star fourth time, and 5 star fifth time. This is my requirement. So 5 star 5 times you should be displaying and everything should be there in the same row. Now again many students will tell, sir, very simple. See, when I execute this previous program, this for loop when I execute, 5 star I got. Now that 5 star 5 times you want. Very simple, sir. Why to worry, sir? Very simple. 5 times you want, right? This for loop, if I execute one time, 5 star. Same for loop I will repeat. For int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. Inside this, system.out.print star, like this I will tell. So this for loop will print this 5 star. This for loop will print this 5 star. Like that you want 5 times, right? 5 times I will be writing the for loop. For int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. Inside this, system.out.print. Next, for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. Inside this again, system.out.print star. And for the last time, int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. Inside this, system.out.print star. This is the closure. This is the closure of the main method. This is the closure of the class. Now, this for loop, if I execute first time 5 stars, this for loop second time 5 stars, third time 5 stars, fourth time 5 stars, 5 time 5 stars, I will get it. My requirement was 5 star 5 times you should be displaying. Now if I write like this, happily I will get that output. Let us see whether I will get the output or not. Just have a look, I will show you the output.
So here is the same program that I have written. So now if I compile my code, there is no problem if I execute it. So I have got 5 stars 5 times in the same row.
Did you see the output? Are you happy? But I am not happy. Why, sir? I told you should not write the program like this. You should write optimized programs. Just in case, if I tell you want to display 5 star 100 times, then will you copy paste this for loop 100 times? Then just imagine what will be the lines of code that you will be typing. But I told you one thing. Whenever same lines of code is repeating, whenever same task is repeated, instead of having multiple copies, how many copies you should have? One. See here. For loop, for loop, for loop, for loop, for loop. Same task. Here also displaying 5 stars, here also displaying 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. In the previous set of program, one single statement was repeated. Hence, instead of having multiple statement, one statement I got it. But in this case, the for loop itself is repeated for multiple times. I told you whenever the same thing is repeated multiple times, don't have multiple copy, have only what? One copy. Oh, so instead of having multiple copies like this, instead of having multiple copies, I will have only one copy like this. Only one copy I will be having. So only one copy. And whatever that one copy that you have, I already told, instead of having multiple copies, keep only one copy, and that one copy you put inside one more for. That is the logic. In the previous program, that system.out.println star was repeated multiple times. One copy I kept and I have put that inside the for loop. But here, for loop itself is repeating multiple times. Hence, instead of having multiple for loops, I will have only one copy of that for loop, and that for loop I will put inside the other for loop. And I will write like this, int. I will have one variable called as j, and I will tell int j equal to 1 like this. Meaning is, start printing the first 5 star. You should read like this. Start printing the first 5 star. See here. This is first 5 star, second 5 star, third 5 star, fourth 5 star, 5 star. Like that, 5 times 5 stars you should be displaying. So start printing the first 5 stars. See here. Start printing the first 5 stars. Like that, how many 5 stars you should display? Like that, totally 5 times I should be displaying. So I will tell j less than or equal to 5. See here, j from 1 to what? 5. First 5 star, till fifth time 5 star, fifth time 5 star. And I will tell j plus plus means one by one you keep on displaying like that. And I will close this main method and I will just close the class. Oh, sir, but here two for loops are there. How the execution happens? You know the flow chart. For loop will work like this. First, initialization. After that, it will check the condition. If the condition is false, then it will come outside the for loop. If it is true, all the statements present inside it will execute, and from the last statement again it will go back and check the condition, but before the checking the condition, either it will increment or what? Decrement. Now we will see how the execution happens. Pay attention. Very important, because for some students, when multiple for loops are there, how it will work, they would be not knowing it. Many of them will be wondering, sir, why such basic levels you are teaching? Once your basics is strong, you can make wonders in the programming. Maybe you may be strong in the programming, but there are few students who have not learned programming. For them, it is very, very important. I want to concentrate on all category of students. Now pay attention. Now the control is given to the main method. Now control will come inside the main method. You know, this is a for loop. First, initialization. So what is j value? J value will be 1. After initialization, check the condition. So after initialization, check the condition. Is 1 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. Again I have a for loop. Again, how for loop will work? First initialization, I equal to 1. After that, check what? Condition. I value is 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. System.out.print star. So it will print star like this. Print star. Correctly think and answer. Cursor will be in the same line or in the next line? Cursor will be in the same line because you are using print. Very, very important. Now this is the end of this for loop. The control will not go to the outer for loop. The control will come to the inner for loop only. So first it came from outer for loop, then it came to the inner for loop, right? After executing the statement present inside the inner for loop, the control will not go and check the condition of outer for loop. The control will go and check the condition of what? Inner for loop. Once this for loop is executed completely, then only the control will be given to outer for loop. Now correctly think and answer. After executing the lines of this for loop, now I am going and checking the condition of inner for loop. In this case, I value will get incremented or j value get incremented. I value is related to inner for loop, j value is related to outer for loop. Since I am incrementing, or if I am checking the condition of inner for loop, hence I should get incremented. I becomes from 1 to what? 2. Now again I will check the condition. Is 2 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. System.out.print, print what? Star. Cursor will be in the same line. Now before going and checking the condition, I will increment the value of I becomes 3. Is 3 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. Print star. Again go back and check the condition. Before that you should increment the value of 3 becomes 4. Is 4 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. Print star. After that go back and check the condition. You should increment. I gets incremented to 5. Is 5 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. Print star. Cursor will go to the next line. Again increment I becomes how much? 6. Is 6 less than or equal to 5? No. Condition will come outside, or the control will come outside. I told you, whenever the condition becomes false, the control will come outside. Now when the control came outside, you can notice this is the closure of outer for loop. From here the control will go to what? Jth for loop and check the condition. Am I completely clear? Because you know, from the last line of any for loop, it will go back and check what? Condition. Since this is the last line of outer for loop, from here the condition will go back and check the condition of jth for loop. Tell me, when the control is going back to this condition, I value gets incremented or j value gets incremented? J value gets incremented. Hence j becomes how much now? 2. Meaning first 5 stars are printed. See here, first 5 stars are printed. Now I am printing what? Second 5 stars. Now I will check the condition. J value is how much? 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. Now again all these 3 will happen because already it got executed completely. Now again it will start from initialization. Now I value becomes how much? 1. So I value is 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. Print star. Again, go back. Increment. 1 becomes 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 5? Yes. Print star. Again, go back and check the condition. I becomes 3. Next, it will print. Increment 4. It will print star. Increment 5. Print star. And finally, when it becomes 6, condition fails. From here, the control will come outside. This is the last line of outer for loop. From here, the control will go back and check condition of this. But before checking the condition, J gets incremented. J will get incremented to what? 3. See here, second time 5 star printed. Second time 5 star printed. Now it is what? Third time like this. This is the way, whenever multiple for loops are there in your program, this is the way it works actually. Like this, 5 times 5 stars will get displayed. Once this condition fails, J value become from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is 5 less than or equal to 5? Yes. 6 means 5 times 5 stars it will display. Once it goes to 6, is 6 less than or equal to 5? No. Then the control will come outside that for loop and the control is given back to whom? OS. Did everyone understood how multiple for loop will work? Always remember, whenever there are multiple for loop, inner for loop will get executed completely. If the condition fails, then the control is given to what? Outer for loop. Just go through it, you will get to know. I will trace and I will execute the program.
So here is the same program that I have written. In order to print 5 stars 5 times the same row, here we are using the loops. So if I compile, there is no problem. If I execute, so the same output is what I have achieved here.
So in the previous program, we have displayed 5 star 5 times. See here, 5 star 5 times we have displayed. And if you notice, all the stars are there in the same row. Now my requirement has been changed. You should write a program in such a way that 5 star it should display, 5 times it should display, but all the 5 stars should be there in the different rows. Sir, we didn't understand. What are you telling? See, like this. So 5 star like this. This 5 star 5 times you should display, but all 5 stars should be there in separate row. So 5 star, next 5 star, next 5 star, next 5 star, next 5 star. See here, you should write a program to display 5 star. How many times? 5 times only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. But instead of in the same row, in different rows, I have displayed. If you carefully notice, this is only called as square. Sir, how it is square, sir? I told you. Number of rows and number of columns are same. Count how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count how many columns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rows and columns are same, hence it is a square. Previous program, small change if I make, I will get this program. I will give you the hint. I want you people to try it. Maybe you can pause and you can try once I give the hint. In the previous program, this is the previous program, it was displaying 5 star 5 times. Now what you should do is, after displaying the 5 stars, see, after displaying this 5 stars, the next 5 star it should not display in the same line. Rather, the next 5 stars should come into the next line. The next 5 stars should come in the next line. Correctly think and answer. When the next 5 star will go to the next line? When the cursor move to the next line. Which is the function used to bring the cursor to the next line? Println. Where to put that println? Think and answer. I will give the hint once again. This for loop is printing 5 stars. This for loop is printing 5 stars. How many times you want to print that 5 stars? This fellow is telling that this 5 stars 5 times you want to display. 5 stars 5 times you want to display like that. But now, after displaying this 5 stars, immediately the control or the cursor should go to the next line. In the next line, it should display, it seems. Just pause and check where exactly that statement should be added. Anyway, I'm going to tell you. Just pause and check. Yeah, now I'm going to tell you, pay attention. Now, this is the for loop, right? This is the for loop. So, this for loop will print 5 stars. So, this for loop will print 5 stars. After printing the 5 stars, you know, the control or the condition for this for loop will become fail and the control will go to what? Outer for loop. So here I will write it. So I will tell system dot out dot println like this. Simply you write like this. Many students will think, sir, here you should write. Correct, think and analyze. If I write here after the system.out.print, after this, if I tell system.out.println, just imagine how my output will be. So system.out.print, it will print star. After that, if I tell system.out.println, immediately the cursor will come to the next line. So my output will be different actually. So my system.out.println should be here. Why println? Because I want to bring the cursor to the next line. Okay, sir, how this works? How this work, you already know. I will trace it. Pay attention. J equal to 1. J less than or equal to 5. That is 1 less than or equal to 5. Yes. Come inside. I equal to 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 5? Yes. Come inside. System.out.print. What to print? Star. After that, you know, first inner for loop will get executed completely. It will go back and check the condition. Before that I gets incremented. I will get incremented to 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 5? Yes. Come inside. Print star. Since it is print in the same line. Again, from here, go back and check the condition. Before that, you should increment 3. Is 3 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. System.out.print, print star. Again, go back and check the condition. Before that, increment 3 becomes 4. Is 4 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. Print star. Again, go back and check the condition. I value gets incremented to 5. Is 5 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. Print what? Star. After that, go back and check the condition. Before that, it will increment. Is 6 less than or equal to 5? No, condition fails. Since the condition fail, control will come outside this for loop. Tell me when the control came outside this for loop, I am telling system.out.println. You know, after displaying this star, the cursor will be here. By the moment I execute this line, system.out.println, immediately that cursor will go to what? Next line, like this. After that, again, you know, this is the ending of the outer for loop. Control will go here. J will get incremented to 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 5? Yes, come inside. Again, this ith loop completely get executed. Now again, 5 stars you will be getting displayed. Like that, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 star, 5 times you will be getting in different rows. That is only called as what? Square. Am I completely clear? Any confusions? Now I will teach you one shortcut technique. Till now I have not taught you. Now I am going to disclose to you people. For many students, they will be thinking, sir, in one program you will use one for loop. In one program you will use 2 for loop. Maybe in the coming programs you may use 3 for loops also. As a student, how come I will get to know, sir? Should I want to use 1 for loop or 2 for loop or 3 for loop? Always remember, your output will tell you how many for loops you should be using. Oh, how, sir? How this output will tell how many for loops I should be using? That I will tell you. Pay attention. Now, the previous, whatever this output is there, I will just erase it. Now, this is the output. This is the square program. So this, when I execute, I will get square. If I just put kerchief on this, previous output, 5 star 5 times in the same row, I will get it. If I remove kerchief, then I will execute this statement, I will get this output. Oh, look at this output and tell me how many information this output is giving. Sir, how come we will get to know, sir? Why can't you tell you? This diagram or this pattern is giving 2 information. If you ask me, sir, what are they? One is rows information, another one is stars information. By seeing this diagram, I can tell how many rows are there. By seeing this diagram, I also got to know that in all the rows, what is there? Stars is there. So basically 2 information it is giving. One is rows information, another one is stars information. Tell me how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows are there. And tell me in each row how many stars are there? 5 stars. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In each row, 5 stars are there. Whatever this information that I have got from this diagram, that information only, technically we call it as dimension. Technically word. How many dimensions are there in the program or in the diagram? Those many for loops will be writing in the program. If I have 2 dimensions or 2 information, 2 for loop. If I have 3 information, in the coming diagrams, we'll be having 3 informations, 4 informations like that. If I have 2 dimensions or 2 information, 2 for loop. If I have 3 information, 3 for loop. If I have 4 information, 4 for loop. So when I look at this diagram, only 2 information. 1 rows and stars part. And count how many rows are there? 5 rows. In fact, whatever this outer for loop that you have written, it is taking care of rows. Taking care of rows. See here, first row to 5 rows. Count first row, second row, third row, fourth row, 5 rows. So 5 rows are there. And this fellow, this for loop is taking care of stars. Tell me in each row how many stars are there? 5 stars. Sir, how are you telling, sir? This is taking care of rows, this is taking care of star, this also can take care of star. Because in every row 5 stars are there. Look at this diagram and tell me who will come first. Rows will come first, stars will come first. See here, rows will come first. In a row stars are there. In a row stars are there. In a row stars are there. First row will come. In a row stars are there. See here. Hence, first row will come. In a row stars are there. See here. This for loop belongs to rows. In a row stars are there. In a row stars are there like that. How many rows? 5 rows. 5 rows. And in each row, how many stars? 5 stars like that. Am I completely clear? This is the shortcut technique that you should remember. How many for loops in the program depends on how many information they have given. Information technical word is what? Dimension. If they give 2 information, 2. 3 information, 3 for loops. 4 information, 4 for loops like that. Who will come first? That you should remember. So always rows will come first. In the row stars are there. See here, that's where rows, in order to take care of rows, this is the for loop. And inside a row stars are there to take care of stars, this for loop. Now correctly think and answer. I want to write a program in order to generate maybe 7 rows. 7 rows I want to generate. And in each row, 5 stars like that. Can you tell me how to alter this? So this program is displaying 5 rows, in each row 5 stars. I want 7 rows and in each row 5 stars. Then tell me what is the small change that I should do, sir? Very simple. How many rows you want? 7 rows. Hence instead of 5, change it to 7. And how many stars you want in each row? 5 stars. Hence 5 only here. Did everyone understood? Maybe going ahead, you will get much more clarity. Just go through this program. I will show you the output.
So here is the same program which I have written. If I now compile the code, there is no problem, and if I now execute the code, you can see I have got 5 stars in 5 different rows. That is 5 stars 5 times in different line. So if you, in case you want to alter this code for printing 7 rows, only change you'll have to make is change 5 to 7. Now if I save this code and compile, during compilation I will not have any issue, and if I execute my code, you can see I have got 5 stars and 7 rows.
Now assume I want this kind of pattern. Small change I will make. This is the pattern that I am looking for. This is the pattern. Is it square or rectangle? Rectangle. How, sir? Very simple. Number of rows and columns are not same. How many rows are there? 5 rows. How many columns are there? 3 columns. Rows and columns are not same. Hence it is what? Rectangle. So this is only a rectangle. You tell me what I should write here, what I should write here. First of all, look at this diagram and tell me how many information it is giving. 2 information. Row information, star information. Since 2 information they have given, how many for loops I will be using? 2 for loops. Who will come first? Rows will come first, stars will come first. Always remember, inside a row, star will come. Inside a row, star will come. So always rows should come first, followed by what? Stars. Now tell me how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hence, no need to change anything in the rows part. And tell me in each row how many stars are there? 3 stars. Hence, here instead of 5, I should write it as what? 3. This is the only one change. So basically 5 rows, in each row 3 stars. So that is only called as rectangle. Always remember, here and here if the number are same, you will get a square. Here and here if the numbers are different, then you will get what? Rectangle. Last time I told you, I want 7 rows and in each row 5 stars. Is it a square or a rectangle? Rectangle it is. 7 rows, 5 stars. Numbers are different. Hence, obviously, you will be getting a rectangle. By hearing the word, by seeing the program only, you should be able to judge what output I may get by executing the program. Then only you will be a perfect developer. Anyway, I'll just execute the program. Have a look at the output.
So here is the same program that I have written here. If I compile, there is no problem. If I execute, I have got the correct output.
I'll halt here. In the next class, we will see some more interesting and complex patterns. But one thing I want to tell to you people is typing and practicing the programs is very, very important for any freshers. If I want to give an example, if you want to become a singer, then you should sing. Nobody can become a singer without singing, actually. Similarly, if you want to become a software engineer, typing and practicing the programs is really important job for you people. So type and practice whatever the programs that we have covered today. In the next class, we will see some more interesting patterns. Thank you.
I recommend Destination for a 100% placement opportunities for affordable price.
I wholeheartedly recommend my friends and colleagues to join Destination. Thank you.
So I thank Destination Technology for giving this opportunity, and I suggest my friends and colleagues to join this destination and reach their destination.
I would like to thank Destination Technology for giving this nice opportunity, and I would recommend strongly Destination Technology to my friends and colleagues to reach their destination. Thank you.
I got placed in top MNC at the package of 6 LPA, and it is working with the help of Destination Technology. So I suggest my friends to join Destination Technology and reach the destination.
Recently, I had been placed in one of the top MNC and with the package of 6 LPA, and I would thank Destination Technologies for giving me this opportunity, and I would strongly recommend my colleagues and friends to join in Destination Technology to reach their destinations. Thank you.